UFC is going to Serbia. I don't know for the how manyth time, but uh, it my I want to say bloodline because it's so many funny bloodline memes, but yes, it's going there for the first time. If my memory serves me right, I know you guys will correct me, but yes, it is Uros Medic taking on freaking Daniel Rodriguez, fresh out of jail in Mexico and coming back. Probably a terrible joke to make, but yes, they're going to Serbia, and obviously because it's a Serbian card, a Serb had to main event. So they're both ranked number 14, number 15 respectively. And yes, the last time D-Rod was in the octagon was versus Kevin Holland. They want to run it back. I hope they get to do that. I'm not sure. I don't really remember how the fight went, but D-Rod was actually on a 3-fight win streak, only losing to Calvin Gastelum because, yeah, Calvin Gastelum is a monster when he makes weight, and also lost a TKO to Ian Machado Gary. If you know your MMA, you know exactly what's next for Ian Machado Gary. For Uros Medic, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a lot of fights from him. Knocked out Jeff Neal. The names confuse me. I should probably retire because, yeah, his knockouts have been getting more and more concerning. But yes, haven't seen a lot of Medic fights. Like I said, D-Rod has been out of action. He's been training, but it's not the same as you being in there with those killers. I don't know how that fight goes. You guys let me know. But I would put money on Medic because just of the sheer power that I've seen him able to rack up. And again, this is the year where crazier things have happened. Let me know what you guys think. And Jan Blakovic versus Navarro Sterling is also in the works, and what a fight. I think Jan is in his early 40s, which is crazy. Last time he drew against Guskov recently lost to Big Ank, and yeah, Jan also lost to the current UFC light heavyweight champion in Carlos Ulberg. He lost to Pereira. You can argue that Jan probably won that, and they were just trying to set up Pereira to be a contender in the light heavyweight division. Hey, I love Pereira as well, but it has to be said. Navajo Sterling, 3 of his recent fights, he's knocked out his opponents. I mean, he started very, very slowly when he was introduced into the UFC, and we were just not sure if he was gonna break out, but he is slowly starting to look like a possible champion. I mean, he's knocked out Kutelaba, he's knocked out Lopez, and in the Kutelaba fight, it kind of looked like he was losing, but until he wasn't, and that's MMA in a nutshell. And yes, sorry, 2 of his last fights, he won by a knockout, and he is now fighting the who's in the light heavyweight division. You can argue that Jan is older, but he is a test. You beat Jan, and then you probably can even start asking for title opportunities. And Alexander Rakic is taking on Marcin Tybura. Alexander Rakic, importantly, is making his heavyweight debut. I was confused because the last time I saw him, he was fighting Yuri Prohatska at UFC 300, which was a really long time ago, but he was taken to a decision against Ankalaev, and Muzakanov knocked him out. And if you know Muzakanov, he's been tearing up the division until he ran into Paulo Costa. And back to the Jan fight. I think Navajo Sterling wins. It's very hard to knock out Jan Blachowicz. I think he actually hasn't been knocked out in the UFC. He's been submitted, but I don't think he's been knocked out. Could be wrong, but yeah, Alexander Rakic, not sure how I feel about him moving up, but Marcin Tybura, I don't know, man. They hit different in the heavyweight division. Ask Pereira, he will tell you. Cyril Gahn pieced them up, and yes, it was controversial because of the whole back of the head striking thing where Herb Dean went out on a limb to try and explain how it wasn't illegal. But anyway, Alexander Rakic taking on Marcin Tybura. Rakic is more technical. Tybura is more of a brawler. You can argue that he's technical if he's taking on another heavyweight, but Rakic, if he can carry that speed and the power into the heavyweight division where you have to gain extra size, then I think Rakic just shows that there's levels to this, and there's a difference when you come from light heavyweight into heavyweight. But also Marcin Tybura is top 12. Excuse me, he's been ranked for as long as I can remember, so it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm favoring Rakic in this, and that's pretty much it. Let me know what other fights I'm sleeping on, because I've covered only 3, because the other names I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you and say that I know them. I don't. I see the UFC signed a couple of prospects just so that they can be on the Serbia card, but kudos to them. Let me know what you guys think. Peace and love.